Up to the 27-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First down, it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they move.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second down and 10. Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Raider one. All right, get set, fellas.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
180. Go, go. You got 56 there.
On second down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
6-18. Down. 280. 637. Hey.
On first down, Carr eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Dances by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Joe Schobert not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man is Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Darnold
on first down. On the comebacker, complete. That's Grant. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
24.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey, 7:34. Hey, here we go. Monday, down. You ready?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Down. 185. 29. 29.
Carr now on 1st down. incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Down. You ready?
Throwing again. Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Carr to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, Jumbo. White down. White. You got 56 there. Express.
Carr now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
White. Deuce right, Chief.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Gone! 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 Gone!
To the air again, Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
29. 29. Hey. Later 2.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
White Monday down. Down. Blue 80. Go, go. That's right.
On 1st down, Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From midfield, here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Detroit! Gun!
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He's going to get it running right. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go with a fullback line, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zach Line, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get down, get down. Blue 80.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
734.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
694. White.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 18 yards on that one. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Down. Blue 80.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Raider 1.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Escaping under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Darnold on first down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Spins to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Texans are in for 6. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, it's Darnold. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Burton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards on the play. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. First down. And he fends him off. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
6:37.
Carr again here on second and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to your backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Buchanan, and he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off of play action, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Schobert in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now Carr. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Cover 0. White. Monday, down. 180. Hey, 734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Texans make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? And he said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Finding room to the 20. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
7:34. Hey, Raider 2.
He's back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
To throw his car. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now Carr. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.